Okie dokie, good morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. Okay, I'm not doing intro, so here we go. So I got my fog light wiring right here. This is my negative, and then my positive is somewhere right here. So I'm gonna run a wire that goes up. It'll be simple and easy. Run it up through there and have it go along. Have it come out somewhere in here to go into the fuse panel for this. Like I was saying in the last video, I want to put the fog lights on there. Basically run it to that fuse, so that way if it were to blow, it'd blow the fuse first. But I have to wire up a relay, and then I have a little switch that I want to put somewhere. I'm probably gonna put it like right here maybe. I don't know, that seems like a nice spot. It's a small little switch. It wouldn't be too hard to just cut some of this material out right here and just have it mounted up. It doesn't need to be adhered to the dash. It can just fit in nicely. It has little tabs on there. It'll just push into the dash. Get that wired, or at least have the wires ran, so when I get the relay, I could put that in, wire it. It'll be really simple. Like in the last video, I was saying I gotta come in here and I gotta solder up all this, and I want to try to put the carpet in. I gotta solder up the rest of those connections up there too. I have to relay down my speaker wire that's gonna split. That's gonna split right here for the left and the right, for the front channels. And then once I get the 3.5s for the front, all I would have to do, I'm gonna fish the wiring. It'll be a little weird. I don't want to take the dash out, but I'm gonna have to fish the wiring back underneath behind and then have it come out maybe before the blower motor or after, and like how it comes down along the firewall with the rest of these. But either way, it's gonna go there. The same thing on that side. I'm gonna have it go down underneath, come down into the middle. I'm probably gonna have most of the wires ran like this because I don't really want any wires on my side when I'm driving it and stuff. Because if you've driven a Foxbody, or at least an older one, I don't know if the aero body pedals are the same, because those have different pedals on them, but these pedals are really weird. Your feet touch sometimes. If you got like wide shoes, like if you're wearing like wide shoes like sandals or something, it's gonna make the car feel really terrible to drive. That was a really bad way to explain it, but if you know, you know. But I'm gonna go through and clean up all this stuff, and yeah. And another thing too, I noticed in my last video, I was just doing a lot of talking. I know I repeated myself a lot, and then I would just cut and jump and have all this stuff done already. So if you want me to record more of while I'm doing it, so you can understand maybe how certain things work, or if that's just something you want to see, like if you want to watch me solder this up, I'll record myself solder it up. But if you'd rather just see me do stuff and get it done and then show you after, then I could do that as well. Just let me know in the comments, because I don't really know how to record for YouTube. But either way, I'm just gonna continue to do what I do, man, you know? So it almost feels like I would have to do maybe like a vlog style type video where I'm just like vlogging, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, and you're just coming along with me, watching me do what I gotta. Come on, man. I want to back the car up and turn it around, because honestly I don't feel like working over there. It's gonna be really annoying. So I don't even know where the keys are at. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's that player. What the flip? It's gonna be hard for me to not say bad words, you know? All right. I almost took my mirror out. I want to turn this off so it stops opening automatically. Oh, there we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is probably disconnect the battery just to be safe, you know. And then I'm going to probably cut this remote wire because it's too long. I want everything to look nice and neat. Everything's just right there, so I don't need it to be extra long. And then I'm going to solder everything up and clean everything. I'm probably going to lay all the wires that are in there. I'm just going to probably just gonna tape them together, to be honest, so they're like one nice loom, and then they're not all like crazy looking underneath the carpet. But it'll be in the back. No one's gonna be in the back. I don't have back seats installed, so I don't really plan to have anybody else in the car. So yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna disconnect this battery first, then I could just done. Oh, I forgot I got this on there really tight, so I'm not gonna take that off. Let me grab this, and let me grab my best friend. I'm gonna need some of this. I don't think I'll need to cut anything or strip anything. I'm gonna grab all the tools. All right. If you know what this is, it's definitely left your mark on you. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna let that heat up for a minute. I'm gonna get these, I mean, the wires are already prepped. They're twisted the way that I'd want them to be. And all I gotta do is just lay down some solder and then just tape them up. That'll be fine. And then I'm gonna kind of route all this stuff in a way that it's gonna be up tucked and not where your feet are gonna be at, you know, because when I first had it installed, I just put the carpet over it and you could feel the wires, you could see them. It looked all weird. The carpet was all deformed, so I'm gonna try to get it tucked away as best as possible and then throw the carpet on and see how it looks. I gotta do all this as well. Yellow wire is it's just like casing. So you see, it's just the casing to go over these 4 wires, positive and negative for left and right. These are your RCAs. These go to your head unit. So the head unit would tell the amp. I don't know what it does, but that's how you have to do it. Okay, don't ask questions, just do it. An update from my coolant temp. It works really good. Doesn't leak so far. It's holding up pretty good. This is the old sensor plug. But yeah, it hasn't leaked or anything. So I mean, it seems all right for right now. All right, I don't know if I want to have it laid like this. Obviously this is where the seat is going to be at. The way that these seats are in this car, they kind of sit, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but they kind of sit like they're not straight level. They're kind of like tilted back a little bit. So when the seat goes all the way forward, there's definitely enough clearance, but nobody's going to be sitting with their knees all the way up here, bro. I have my seat as a passenger all the way back as far as possible. So I want to make sure that this is completely out of the way of it. This is going to probably be above the carpet, so the connections are going to be snaked through a hole. But either way, the hole is probably like right here, so the wires are going to have to come this way, and then I don't know. Hopefully you can see. I'm out of solder. My ignition wire. Can you see that? All right, yeah, you can. Okay. Sorry, my hand's shaking really bad. All right. So you can see that the solder went completely all the way around. These wires are together forever now. So you just throw some tape on it, and that's how you connect the wire up. It's really simple. You just continue to do that for this and this. Very simple. Put tape on it and it's fine. Just like that. All these are good. Let me see. Yeah, look at that. All the way through. Solid connections. Throw some tape on it. We're straight. Everything's taped up. It's fine now. I can put all of this wherever I want it to go. it shouldn't be a big deal. So the thing I want to figure out is if I want to put that just on top of it like that and completely get rid of that whole problem that I'm having, or try to figure out a way to have it. I might have the brain box poking out a little bit from underneath the back of the seat just to give it that clearance. But I definitely don't want all these wires being all bulky underneath the carpet. I'll know it's there. The next person isn't going to know when they look at it, but I'll know it's there. I'm about to get ready to lay these wires down. This would be for here. That would be for that side. So I have just regular speaker wire here to connect to this. Speaker wire is simple. You don't have to solder it. It's not like an electrical connection. It's a sound frequency. You could get away with just twisting them together and it would still work perfectly fine, but I'm just gonna do it since I have it anyway and make sure that these wires don't like flex or just come apart from the amount of vibrations due to the bass. I definitely don't want my connections to just, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna solder it up and it'll be connected forever. So I'm gonna have this probably tucked up under here with all the rest of the wires and have it just come out from the strut tower access and go straight to the fronts. But why I have this is to split it. So this will obviously be for left or right. So that's clearly not going to make it into the dash. So that's why I have the extra speaker wire. So I'm going to lay down some solder on this, connect this up, positive and negative for one side, and then do the same for the other. And really quick, before I start getting deeper into it, I edit while I'm working on it at the same time. So like whenever I'm just taking a break from working on the car, I start to edit stuff up. And something that I notice is like I say, all right, so, and then I'll start doing or saying whatever I'm gonna do. So if there's just like a cut, just know that I'm trying to not sound like an idiot. But I definitely want to keep most of my clips like unedited and not jump all crazy and stuff. I definitely want to keep everything just like raw. But yeah, so I'm like really weird in person anyway, so it's gonna be hard for me to not look even weirder on camera and try to keep it like full length and everything. So but if you don't care about that type of stuff and you just want to see what I'm doing, then I could edit it however, whatever works for whatever. All right, same thing as before. I have my wire prepped, twisted the way that I want it to, so all I gotta do is just lay down some solder and melt it on. Let me see if I can. I can't do it. I don't have a tripod, and I'm not trying to just do it with one hand, so maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, we got a little bit, but that ain't enough. Hold on, let's just melt a decent amount on there. Yeah, that works. Melt it from the bottom so it seeps from the top to the bottom, so it goes all the way through the wires. And that's basically it. That's all you have to really do. It's super simple. They're on there good. They're not coming undone. The only way they would come undone is if they actually like rip from themselves. So, and when it's done, it's gonna look like this. Main harness, left and right, and then coming off of left and right, you're gonna have your positive and your negative. These go into your speakers. Route that under the dash. You're done. All right, right now, with the way that the air filter is set up, it chokes the car out really bad at like I'd say around like 4,500 RPM. Past that, it doesn't want to go any faster. I think it might be the filter. I got a new filter coming soon. It should be coming today. But I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna ship the car to Mexico really quick, and then I'll show you when I get there. All right, I made it to Mexico. I'm gonna show you really quick. So this is just second gear. It don't really want to climb. It kind of struggles when it gets up there. So, I don't know. Hopefully getting a new air filter will fix that. I got one of these filters on there. I ordered just the same filter, kind of the same style, a replacement. So I'm gonna see if that fixes my issue. I took this whole unit off and just ran open carburetor atmosphere, and this thing just wanted to keep climbing past 5. But I'm gonna daily it. I definitely want to have some type of screen, some type of filter to go in. I don't want just all the elements like construction zones and stuff like that where it's real dusty. I don't want all that stuff going into my motor and whatnot. So I'm gonna try to see if that fixes the problem, because I mean, drivability wise around town it's fine, but when I took it off I definitely noticed the difference between just regular cruising under 3,000 RPM. It was way more responsive and it felt way more crisper. But having this on there almost chokes it all the way out. I have my choke wired all the way open, so it shouldn't be starving for air unless this is no good anymore. All right, so I gotta put these isolators back on. If you know what they are, you know what they do. All right, so I have isolators on the bottom, you can see right there, but on the top I don't. So that's just the spring on the frame. It's really noisy, so I'm just gonna put the isolators back on there, to be honest. I took it off so that the car will be a little bit lower, but since I put all the weight of the subwoofer in the back, it already drops it down to the height that I kind of want it to be at anyway. So it'll bring it up and it'll reduce a lot of the road noise, and it won't dig into my chassis as much. But to get to it, I gotta take off the lower from the rear end and let this lower drop down. And then once the lower drops down, I could pull the spring out, put the isolator back over it, jack the lower back up into the diff housing right here, and then just bolt it up. It sounds very simple, but it never goes very simple. The car's jacked in the air. I got the wheels off already. Shout out to this blanket. If you know, you know. If my ex is watching, I miss you. Anyway, it's really weird to get the lowers off. So if I jack it from where the sway bar is supposed to be, it makes the whole car go up. So I gotta put this brick. It looks ghetto, but it works. So I'm gonna get this bolt out really quick. Come on. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's wanting to come out anymore. Yeah. Alright, never mind. I didn't have to beat on it. I just had to lower the jack, pull it out. So now, if it doesn't explode. Okay, that was really nice. So now, let me grab one of these guys. I think it goes like, no, it goes like this. So literally, you just get it in there. Come on. Just like that on top. I'm gonna have to lower this some more. Come on. All right, so I kind of want that spring to sit like this on the bottom. If you're able to see, hold on. If you're able to see, I kind of want it to hug around it like that. And then on the isolator, it's not really gonna matter, but it's gonna be making most contact here. But if anything, I would kind of want it to be even. If you can see the end of this right here and the bottom of that. I want to have as much contact with the frame and as much contact with this as possible. Because when you cut it from the top, it doesn't create the flat bottom like how this is. If you can see how the bottom is flat, up here it's not. It just continues to curl up, and this is an uneven surface. So this is way higher than it is over here and over here. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I want this spring to sit and then just put it in. It's very simple. Just go like that. Sits like that up against the frame. So I got it on there as much as I can. So now I'm gonna start pumping this guy up in there. You can see it starting to compress, starting to go in here. All right, so now I gotta fish this bolt through and hope that it goes in nicely. It never goes in nicely. It's always a pain trying to do this. because it never wants to line up. I always have to use a screwdriver and line it up. All right, I got it through on this side. It just needs to go. Let me try to. It just needs to go a little bit more. Sorry, I'm really bad at recording this. Okay. I don't like doing this to you, baby, but you leave me no choice. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's real good. Let me grab these. All right, my phone ran out of storage, but I got the car back on the ground. I took it around the block already. It'll be hard for you to even see the springs and the isolators, but they're on there, they're good. It makes a lot less noise, so I guess that helps a lot. I have a problem here. You can see, yeah. It's not supposed to be like that. It's because I messed up and I didn't put the second gasket on the water pump, so that's my fault. It leaks from there. But I just had a weird problem where my temperature sensor didn't work. And then also this pulling up right there makes like a hissing, a whining, a wheezing noise. So I cleared that up and it stopped making that noise, and the temperature sensor started to work again. So I don't know. I really don't want to have to pull the water pump off. Because then I have to take all of this off, drain the coolant and everything, and the car's hot. So I would have to wait till tomorrow to drain it. I don't know. But that's only if I put the gasket on there. I'm gonna have to replace it anyway soon, but I kind of want to wash the, oh my God, I almost threw up. I kind of want to wash the car. Because you can see it's pretty dirty right now. But I don't know. I kind of feeling a little lazy right now. I do need to wash the car because I need to see if it leaks from here. I need to see if it leaks from the passenger side. And most importantly, I need to see if it leaks from the hatch, because I don't want it to be leaking onto my speakers right here. Most importantly, I don't want it to be leaking right there onto my, I mean, it's not gonna leak onto my battery. If anything, it's gonna leak, well, you can't even see, but it's gonna leak over here. So the new filter came in, so I'm about to throw this bad boy on here and see if it gets all the horsepower it needs. Let's take it for a rip. All right, I got the new filter on. I'm back in Mexico. We'll hit second gear and see if it wants to climb past 4,500 RPM. Oh yeah. Okay. I don't even know what to do. Oh, here we go. All right. So I gotta shorten some stuff, and then I gotta reattach some stuff, and then yeah. But I got all these wires prepped. They're all stripped. They're ready to be soldered on. So all I gotta do is just look at the other one and see how all this stuff is routed. This stuff looks crazy. I'm gonna trim all of this off, so there's no point of like prepping these long ones. So let me do that. This is my neighbor's headlights that I'm fixing for him. But really, bro, you make it work, but dang. We make it work. Let's see. You can see that. You know I could do this. Not so bad. Okay, what do you think? All this is just extra. Everything's done. I gotta tape it. This goes to the main thing, factory plug. I don't assemble, so he's gonna have to do that. I don't know how to do that. So he wanted me to wire. I do wire. All right, that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna do any more filming today. I don't really feel like it. I just want to finish wrapping up the rest of these wires, and then I'm gonna go inside. I still got more stuff that I gotta do to the orange car. I don't even want to talk about the black car right now. I'm waiting for a fuel pump on this. But yeah, the orange car, I got some stuff I gotta do. I gotta get some new 3.5s because my 3.5s don't work no more. So when I do that, I'll be able to put the rest of the interior in, and I'll definitely throw up a video of that. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.